Hello, and welcome to day 1 of 9 business trainings, y'all. My name is Melissa, aka The Biz Wolf, and I am here to help you get your freaking business off the ground. So, day 1 is all about defining your niche as well as learning your audience's pain and pleasure points, which are so important for marketing, okay? So, let's get into it. But first, I want to start off by saying, with your practice, when people come to buy services, people want a freaking specialist, okay? So that's why it's so important to define your niche. And think about this. When you want your teeth cleaned or you have a cavity to be filled, who do you go to? You don't go to the store. Let's be real. You go to the dentist because you know they are going to give you the results that you want. So that's why the dentist always has clientele, okay? So that's the same way you can look at your business. If you always want to have clientele, pick one problem and do it freaking badass, okay? So let's do it. Let's define your niche. Starting with the first question. Who are you speaking to? Are you speaking to males, females? Are you speaking to both, okay? Next question. How old are they? Are they in their early 20s, mid 30s, late 60s? Because even when you put out your content and your message, you can't speak to a 90-year-old the same way as you speak to a 7-year-old. Your message is going to get lost in translation, okay? So that's why it's so important to know the age that you are speaking to. All right, let's get into the next question. What is their occupation? Are they students? Are they high-level executives? Are they working as nurses? Are they working as teachers? Because also, when you start to create your packages, you have to think about the income as well, because you're not going to create a crazy expensive package for a college student that is barely making money to pay for their education. So that's why it's so important to also think about occupation as well as the income level of the people you are working with. Okay, so next, when it comes down to picking that problem, pick that problem, y'all. Pick that one problem. And as you go through your list of people, of what they do, of what they are struggling with, this is when you can start asking yourself, what is this person struggling with? What is this one problem that they want to dismiss out of their life? Why is this problem holding them back from moving forward in their life? How would their life be if this problem was just out of the door? Okay? So those are questions to take into consideration. And then as well as you can start formulating how you can help them move forward. But then taking it to an even deeper level, you want to know your audience's pain and pleasure points. So a pain point is what they are freaking struggling. It's that problem that you can solve. And the pleasure point is where they want to get to, where you can take them, okay? So that's why it's so important to know your audience's pain and pleasure points. And also note, by knowing your audience's pain and pleasure points, when people make transactions, it's mostly on emotion. It's what they feel inside. So think about the last purchase you made. Was it because you're like, oh, I freaking need this. This is going to help me move forward. Or was it because I'm excited to purchase this. It makes me feel freaking awesome, And there's all different emotions when people purchase, but know that people purchase on emotion. So that's why when you know your audience's pain and pleasure points, you get to stir that emotion up in there for them to move forward. Okay, so how do you find out these pain and pleasure points? And I say detailed pain and pleasure points because most of the time as coaches, we have probably been in that situation before where we are taking our clients to. But I want you to acknowledge that you have already evolved and moved past, so you're over here, okay? So your emotions and your pain points and pleasure points, they're going to be different than this person that is right here. Even though you can take yourself back and remember it, it's still not going to be as dominant as theirs right now because they are freaking sitting in it. So in order to get those deep pain and pleasure points, you get to get out there and speak to your audience, okay? And you can do this by simply creating a Google Doc form and putting it out to your audience, as well as getting on the phone with them, asking them to do market research calls in exchange for 30 minutes of free coaching. Okay. So when you get on the phone with them, you can ask them, what are you struggling with right now? And as you do this, listen to their wording and write that down, because that is so powerful for your marketing. So what are you struggling with right now? What have you tried? Why haven't you been able to move forward? Okay. And then another thing is, how would your life change if you could solve this problem? As well as if you are at the point where you haven't created a program, what type of program would you invest in? What would you want in this program? Because when you take that powerful information and you create that program that they told you they wanted, when you put it out, it's like, holy crap, this is all for me. I need this program. This program is going to get me from insert pain point to insert pleasure point. Okay. So that's why it's so important to get on market research calls, as well as just get information from your audience. And the beautiful thing about that is you're already starting to market your services. You're already starting to allow them to know this is what you're creating. You're already starting to allow them to know this is what you are making for them. And that's those relationships. When you want to sell products, coaching packages, things like that from a coaching standpoint, those relationships is what is those relationships, it's what's going to take you to the next level. So I hope that helped to kind of get you into starting to define your niche, as well as learning those pain and pleasure points. As well as I have a free PDF that you can download. It's a workbook. So it'll take you through defining your niche and getting through those pain and pleasure points, as well as it has a bonus section to help you create your I help statement, y'all. It is a freaking fire PDF. So make sure you download that. And as well, if you have any questions about this training, feel free to contact me, because you know where I am. I'm at the BizWolf on Instagram, at the BizWolf_. Okay. Get that underscore in. So like I said, even as you go through the PDF, I put my email on there, as well as my IG handle. So if you have any questions, 100% feel free to reach out to me. I hope you enjoyed this training, and we have 8 more to go. So stay tuned. And you know what? This week, make sure you are doing things to move your business forward, because if your business is not moving forward, it's not because anyone else, it's because you are not putting in the work. And I learned that the hard way, y'all. So I'm trying to tell you, so you guys don't have to sit in it, and you guys make powerful businesses quickly. All right. Have a beautiful day. I will see y'all soon. Bye.